I'm going to show you another graphing problem using technology, but this time it is in point slope form. Point slope form is y minus y1 equals m, and then parentheses x minus x1. In order to use technology to graph, we need this equation to say y equals. Currently it says y plus 10 equals. So I need to go ahead and move that 10 over so that I can have an equation written in y equals. So I have y plus 10 equals negative 5, x minus 4, and I want it to say y equals. Currently, next to the y, I see this plus 10. We're going to use our inverse operations to move that 10 over to the right side of the equal sign. So it says plus 10. I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to subtract 10 from both sides. That leaves me with y. 10 minus 10 is 0. Equals negative 5. X minus 4. And then minus 10. Now that I have it written that way, I can go ahead and use either my calculator or Desmos to graph. I'm going to show you real quick using the calculator. We can hit y equals. Go ahead and type our equation into y equals right here. Y equals negative 5, and then in parentheses, x minus 4, close parentheses, minus 10. Then I can go ahead and open a table, hitting the blue second button, and graph. That'll open up a table, and using some of these points on the table, I can make a graph. I see the point 0, 10 here. Go ahead and put that on my graph. I see 1, 5. I see 2, 0. 3, negative 5. Now that I have a couple points, I can go ahead and connect the dots. And there's my graph from point slope form. I can go ahead and answer these questions about my graph. What is the slope? Well, if you know point slope form, you know that m is found right here, right outside the parentheses. So our slope is negative 5. What is the y-intercept? Now that we have a graph, we can look, see where our graph crosses the y-axis. I see that it crosses it up here at 10. Or I can use the table and find where x is 0 and see that y is 10. There's my y-intercept. Next question, what is the 0? Also known as the x-intercept of my graph. Again, I can either use my graph, seeing where my line intersects the x-axis right here at 2. Or I can use my table and find where y is 0, x is 2. That is also my x-intercept. If you prefer to use Desmos to graph, after you get your equation where it says y equals, you can also use Desmos. And I'll show you that real quick. We would just open up Desmos and go ahead and type in that equation. Y equals negative 5, x minus 4, minus 10. And this is the exact same graph that we got in our calculator. And using Desmos, I could go ahead and click on my line and find a couple good points, like the intercepts right here. The y-intercept at 10 and the x-intercept at 2. Plotting those points, I could connect my line, and you'll see that those lines are the exact same, using either your calculator or Desmos.